It is definitive that the arenas of love and seduction are where the most epic battles in history have taken place, and I have no doubt that you will have already fought yours. But it would make no sense to see love as a battle or a fight, this being the feeling that has moved us and inspired the great men of history. However, the Stoics of antiquity were concerned with philosophizing about the art of forming a robust, stable love that lasts over time. If you want to learn the formulas that Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and the most prominent Stoics in history formed to meet the ideal woman and achieve a solid, unbreakable, and enduring relationship through the years. So, stay until the end of this video. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Choose not to be hurt and you will not be hurt. Do not feel hurt and you will not have been in our quest for a meaningful relationship." The Stoics consider that, in order not to fail in the art of love, it is essential to discern the character of people, especially that of today's women, which will be our starting point. To do this, we will take as reference 7 warning signs in feminine behavior, since guided by Stoic wisdom, they will tell us if this is the ideal person according to our philosophical roots. This will be a deep dive into understanding the female psyche, while you delve deeper into and understand your own. This will be really enriching and potentially challenging. 7 warning signs that will tell you that she is not the one for you. First sign: materialism. Thinking about acquiring some material goods can be enriching for a couple if they work together to achieve this goal. But women who are excessively materialistic achieve a total disconnection from Stoic principles, which emphasize inner fulfillment over external possessions. This trait is particularly concerning in a couple because it suggests relying on material goods for happiness and self-esteem rather than personal virtues and emotional depth. Consider a situation where every conversation between couples revolves around the latest fashion trends, the newest luxury cars, or the most expensive jewelry. While appreciating good things is not inherent, all of this is negative when these material desires dominate the priorities and the couple's conversations do not address deeper topics. These people undermine the foundations of trust that is essential in any relationship. Marcus Aurelius once advised, "If it is not right, don't do it. If it is not true, don't say it." This wise expression underscores the Stoic commitment to truth, not only as a moral principle but as a practical basis for healthy relationships. The problem with habitual lying is multifaceted. Firstly, it creates a relationship based on falsehoods, where genuine understanding and connection are impossible. For example, if a woman lies about her interests, achievements, or feelings, her partner is essentially in a relationship with a false version of her. This lack of authenticity prevents a deep and meaningful bond that is also crucial for a satisfying relationship. Habitual lying reflects a lack of self-acceptance and authenticity, traits highly valued in Stoicism. A Stoic approach to life involves confronting and accepting the true self with all its flaws. And all that someone constantly lies often masks insecurities or a refusal to face reality. This behavior not only hinders personal growth, it creates a barrier to genuine intimacy in a relationship. Stoicism teaches the importance of personal responsibility and the role of individual actions and character formation. Habitual lying is a deliberate choice that negatively shapes character, reflecting a pattern of deception that can extend beyond the relationship to other areas of life, such as professional and social interactions. This pattern of dishonesty can lead to a life filled with conflicts of mistrust and lack of meaningful connections. In the long term, a relationship with a habitual liar can be emotionally draining. All of this will lead to a cycle of suspicion and doubt in which one constantly questions the veracity of their partner's words and actions. This environment is the antithesis of the Stoic belief of a peaceful and harmonious life. In conclusion, habitual lying in a woman is a major red flag because it goes against the core Stoic values of truth, integrity, and authenticity. Such behavior indicates a lack of alignment with Stoic principles, suggesting potential challenges in building a stable, trusting, and deeply connected educational relationship for those seeking a partnership based on honesty and genuine understanding. Habitual lying is a clear sign of caution, indicating a divergence from the path of Stoic virtue. Sign 3. Chronic laziness. Chronic laziness defines a partner who is framed in contradiction to Stoic values, and this has a specific meaning when seen in women. Stoicism that extols virtues such as diligence, determination, and activity. This contribution to one's life and to the community finds a clear discordance in the trait of persistent laziness. This trait is not just about occasional rest or leisure. It is a constant reluctance to participate in meaningful activities or take on responsibilities. Visualize a scenario here, regardless of ability, that one of the partners constantly avoids not only household chores, but also the pursuit of personal ambitions or participation in community activities. This habitual inaction goes beyond a need for relaxation. It is a deliberate choice to avoid life's responsibilities and opportunities for self-improvement. Here the idea of Seneca comes to mind. He reminds us that life, although what it seems long, is often shortened by our own inaction. In a relationship, this not only results in a loss of personal potential, but also unfairly transfers the burden to the other partner. When this trait appears in women, it can upset the balance expected in a couple. A woman who exhibits chronic laziness can create an unbalanced dynamic in which her partner ends up compensating for her lack of action. This imbalance is not limited to everyday tasks, but permeates deeper aspects of the relationship, such as emotional support, intellectual growth, and shared life experiences. Stoicism, which urges us to pursue ourselves to improve and make positive contributions to our environment, sees this avoidance of activity as a deviation from living a virtuous and fulfilling life. This habit of inaction also contrasts with the Stoic belief in realizing one's potential and living in harmony with our innate nature. Nature Stoicism encourages recognizing and achieving our capabilities. Therefore, a constant choice of inactivity may suggest a misalignment with our natural propensity for growth and self-actualization. Consider further the opportunities, lost shared experiences, and personal growth within a relationship. Stoicism is not just about introspection and resilience, it also values the richness of shared human experiences and personal development. By fostering a couple caught in the grip of chronic laziness, they could miss out on these life-enhancing experiences, thus limiting the depth and joy of the relationship. Thus, observing chronic laziness in a couple, especially when it forms a central part of that personality, indicates a fundamental mismatch with the Stoic pursuit of a committed and purposeful life. This trait can lead to an unbalanced relationship, stunted personal growth, and a life that fails to reach its full potential. As envisioned by Stoic principles for those who wish to seek a partner aligned with our ideals of active participation, self-improvement, and meaningful commitment to life. Signal 4 from Discord. This is the lack of respect for personal boundaries. This is a very serious warning sign, and its manifestation in a relationship is very worrying. Stoicism emphasizes respect for oneself and others, shining a red light on this issue because this trait is problematic in relationships. Boundaries are essential to maintaining individuality, respect, and mutual understanding between couples, especially if those boundaries are routinely crossed. This can alter the balance and harmony that Stoicism seeks to achieve. These signs carry weight when observed in women, as it goes against the Stoic principle of respecting the autonomy of others, a cornerstone for any healthy relationship. Stoicism teaches us through the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius to be tolerant of others and strict with ourselves. The advice highlights the importance of respecting the boundaries of others while being disciplined with our own actions. The problem of boundary violations extends beyond simple disrespect. It often indicates a deeper problem of control and a lack of confidence in Stoicism. Trust and respect are essential for personal growth and healthy relationships. When a woman regularly does not respect boundaries, she can generate an atmosphere of mistrust and constant tension, counterproductive to the Stoic ideal of a peaceful and harmonious life. Furthermore, when boundaries are not respected, it hinders personal growth and self-exploration, both of which are critical in Stoicism. Couples who do not respect boundaries manage to prevent themselves from pursuing their interests, spending time with friends, or even engaging in personal reflection. All of this is vital for a complete and fulfilling life. Lack of respect for personal boundaries in a relationship, especially by a woman, can be seen as an intelligent divergence from Stoic values, suggesting a lack of alignment with principles such as mutual respect, trust, the importance of space, personal and autonomy for those who value Stoic ideals in their relationships. Such a trait is a warning sign indicating potential for discord and a relationship that may struggle to provide the mutual respect and growth that Stoicism espouses. Sign 5. Anger and revenge. Excessive anger or revenge in a partner can be deeply disturbing and contrasts sharply with Stoic principles. Stoicism at its core teaches the value of emotional regulation and the importance of responding to situations with a calm and rational mind. When these principles are not taken into account, as seen in someone who daily exhibits intense anger or seeks revenge, this would be a challenge to the harmony and stability of a relationship. A situation where after a minor disagreement, your partner reacts not only with momentary frustration, but with prolonged anger or, worse yet, seeks revenge on you in some way. Epictetus once said that men are not disturbed by things, but by the vision they have of them. This wisdom is particularly relevant here as it highlights the Stoic belief in controlling our reactions to external events, rather than allowing them to control us in the context of relationships. This red flag takes on additional meaning. A woman who frequently resorts to excessive anger or thoughts of revenge can create a toxic environment. Such behavior not only leads to constant conflict, but also erodes the foundation of trust and mutual respect that are essential in any Stoic relationship. The approach to managing anger involves understanding the root cause of these emotions and addressing them constructively. When a partner habitually responds with anger or seeks revenge for perceived slights, it demonstrates a lack of alignment in their approaches. It suggests an inability to engage with oneself. Reflection and self-control are fundamental to Stoic philosophy. Furthermore, this behavior can hinder personal and relational growth. Stoicism encourages us to learn from our experiences and grow stronger through them for longer. However, when anger and thoughts of revenge dominate a relationship, it becomes difficult to cultivate the understanding and compassion necessary for growth. This trait, when observed in a couple, is a clear indicator of a misalignment with the Stoic values of rationality, emotional control, and the pursuit of a harmonious life. It suggests challenges in building a stable, peaceful, and mutually enriching relationship that are key objectives for those who follow Stoic teachings, for people looking for a partner who embodies Stoic virtues. The presence of excessive anger or a vengeful mindset is a sign of potential conflict and a relationship that may have difficulty aligning with the principles of Stoicism. Sign 6. Dependence in the relationship. It may be an important concern in the context of Stoicism that emphasizes self-sufficiency and personal resilience in a couple. This overdependence often manifests as a need for constant validation or support, to the point that one's sense of self-worth or happiness depends entirely on the relationship. Imagine a scenario where every decision, big or small, requires a partner's approval or input. This could range from constantly seeking validation in everyday choices to the inability to face life's challenges without meaningful support. It's not about seeking support during difficult times, which is a natural aspect of any relationship. Instead, it is a pervasive dependency that stifles individual growth and autonomy. Epictetus emphasizes the Stoic principle of freedom. He said that freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is gained by ignoring things that are beyond our control. Insight speaks volumes about the importance of self-reliance and Stoicism. When this trait is evident, it can lead to an unbalanced dynamic in the relationship. The partner becomes more of a caretaker or a constant source of approval rather than an equal participant in a mutually supportive partnership. From the Stoic point of view, each individual must have the inner strength and autonomy to face life's challenges. Overdependence undermines this ideal, often leading to a relationship in which one's emotional and psychological well-being becomes overly dependent on the other person. This tendency toward overdependence can be particularly challenging when it often masks deeper issues of self-esteem and personal insecurity. Stoicism teaches the value of looking inward for validation and satisfaction rather than seeking it externally. A couple who relies too much on the relationship for their happiness and self-esteem may struggle with this fundamental Stoic practice of internal reflection and self-validation. Furthermore, such excessive dependence can limit personal development. Stoicism is not just about enduring life's trials, but also about growing from them. When a couple depends too much on the relationship, it can prevent them from facing it. By learning from their own challenges, this process for personal growth and development. In essence, excessive dependence on a relationship goes against those same Stoic ideals of independence, self-sufficiency, and personal growth. All of this suggests a potential imbalance in the relationship and a departure from the Stoic pursuit of a life directed by inner strength and personal virtue. For those who value the tenets of Stoicism, this trait can be a clear sign of incompatibility that points toward a partnership that may not align with the Stoic path of self-reliance and personal development. Sign 7. Inability to cope with adversity. Adversity is a warning sign that contrasts sharply with Stoic principles that advocate resilience and the ability to withstand life's challenges with composure and strength. When this trait manifests in a partner, it often indicates a deeper misalignment with the Stoic virtues of endurance and rationality in the face of difficulties. Imagine a scenario where, when faced with even minor challenges or obstacles, your partner becomes overwhelmingly distressed or defeated, unable to find a constructive way to address the problem. This reaction goes beyond normal emotional responses to adversity. It reveals the fundamental inability to apply reason and resilience. In the face of difficulties, Seneca's wisdom is pertinent. Here a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without tests. The great Stoic, Gage, sums up the philosophy that adversity is not only an inevitable part of life, but a crucible for growth and self-improvement in relationships. The inability to cope with adversity can create a dynamic in which one partner constantly plays the role of comforter or problem solver, while the other remains passive or overly dependent on them for emotional support. In Stoicism, there is a strong emphasis on the idea that we should work towards being self-sufficient and able to handle life's challenges. A couple who struggles significantly with adversity may have difficulty maintaining this Stoic ideal, leading to a relationship that lacks balance and mutual support. Additionally, this trait can hinder the growth and development of the relationship itself. Stoicism teaches that challenges and obstacles are opportunities to learn and grow. However, when one partner cannot face adversity with resilience, he or she may prevent the relationship from evolving and strengthening through these shared experiences. This inability to face adversity in a relationship suggests challenges in aligning with the Stoic path of facing life's challenges with strength and rationality. It targets potential difficulties in creating a balanced, supportive, and mutually enriching partnership that can withstand and grow from life's inevitable trials for those who follow Stoic teachings and seek a partner who embodies these virtues. This trait can be a clear indicator of discord and a relationship that may have difficulty thriving under the pressures of life's adversities. As we have traveled through the 7 signs that show the personality of the women that Stoicism warns us about, we are clear that Stoic wisdom not only helps us identify potential problems, but also guides us to forge stronger and more meaningful relationships. Now, I'm going to reveal to you a simple strategy to quickly identify these red flags in your daily interactions. And they are the key, which is mindfulness and observation. They are very simple and at the same time powerful.